There are two main things that you need to know about a sphere. The first thing you need to know is the surface area, and this is simply equal to 4 pi r squared. And the second thing you need to know is the volume, and the volume, it looks similar, but this is now 4 pi r cubed divided by 3, so 4/3 pi r cubed. Now the way I remember that, and this is something that students often get confused between, is if you've got a length times a length, like the r squared, that must make an area. Whereas if you've got a length times a length times a length, because we're multiplying 3 dimensions together, we must get a 3D shape. So the r cubed is related to the volume. So the area and volume of a sphere can be calculated like that. So for example, if we had a sphere that had a radius of 2.39 centimetres, if you wanted to work out the area, that's just going to be equal to 4 pi r squared, which means we can just write the numbers in and then do the calculation, giving an area equal to 7.18 times 10 to the minus 3 square metres. Okay, very straightforward. And of course, if you want to work out the volume, that's just equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. And that means the volume is 5.72 times 10 to the minus 5 metres cubed. And so the calculations are relatively straightforward, but sometimes we have really big or really small numbers. We might, for example, be looking at the volume and therefore the density of the atomic nucleus, or maybe we're looking at the volume and the density of a large planet. And often we use these equations quite a lot when we come to look at electric and gravitational fields. Oh, and a final point I just thought I'd mention is about the similarity of the two equations. If we start with the area, 4 pi r squared, if we were to integrate this, we would raise the power by 1 to r cubed and then divide by 3, which is now the volume of that. Now a way that I like to think about this is if you imagine having an onion, which we can assume is a sphere. If I just cut that in half, we can see that the onion is made up of multiple layers. Now if we wanted to work out the volume of the onion, if we were to take a layer and actually spread it flat and work out the surface area, we could multiply it by the very small thickness of that layer to work out the volume of that layer. And we could then work out the volume of all of these individual parts and add them together. Now that's kind of what we're doing when we're integrating, and of course if you're doing A-level maths, you're going to learn a lot more about integration and differentiation as you go through the course. But effectively what we're doing is when we're integrating the area to work out the volume, we're effectively thinking about all of the separate volumes of all of these multiple layers within inside that shape. And what we're doing here is we're effectively making the thickness of each layer approach 0, and then by summing up all of the surface areas and adding them to each other, we can then work out the total volume of that shape. So think about onions, think about integration, and that's the reason why we go from 4 pi r squared to 4/3 pi r cubed. By the way, this is just one of many videos I've made covering all of the maths that you need to understand for A-level physics. It's part of the mini course, which includes many more topic videos, multiple worked examples, and also a guide that you can download. You can find all of this over at alevelphysicsonline.com.